It is story time. This is Veonne Anderson, the right coach to talk to when you want to discover the value in your life story to make it a published book. I want you guys to go ahead, invite your friends, invite your followers. Today is the day that I am doing something brand spanking new, and I'm excited about it because it's different, and I know that this is one of the gifts that I have, and I want to be able to share it with you all so you guys can reap the benefits of sharing your life story. So I'm going to wait for everyone to get in on this because this is something that you don't want to miss. So the point of today is for you to share your life story in 1 minute. I want you to summarize it all in 1 minute. And what I will do is I will discover the gold in your story. I'm going to identify the gold in your story to teach you why your story is so valuable and how possible it is to write a story. Your story does matter. I've had people in coaching sessions that have said, I don't feel like my story is valuable. I don't know who wants to listen to me. I don't know if somebody will buy my book. But guess what? Today I'm going to teach you how to do that and why you should. So I'm going to be demonstrating that with you guys today, and I am excited. Hello, Catherine. How are you? So I want you guys to share this with your friends and followers. I'm excited to do this. So this will only work if you are on. So I want you to invite your friends. I want to have at least 30 people on today. So hopefully I could do about 30. Yeah, not 30, maybe I'll do half of that. I could try to do 15 because I understand I have to break down everything. But I want at least 30 people in here today so I can show you guys how this works and how easy it is to write a book. Oh my gosh. Listen, 2018 is going to be the year where people, women particularly, are going to be birthing out books left and right, and it's going to be amazing. I always tell people that your story is gold because there are people that are waiting on your story. When you tell your story, when you write it out, there's so many nuggets that's hidden within a story. You can find out destiny moments, things that you are passionate about. You can find out information on why you are the way that you are. You can see how your character was developed, how your mentality was developed. You will see everything when you can write your story out. And I started out my whole journey with writing, with journaling. I started doing it when I was journaling and doing poetry to express my heartbreaks, to express my emotions, my anger, my depression. I used to just write it all out. But what I want to tell you is that writing it out is the first step. The second step is to heal. But I will be providing those types of coaching in the near future. But I am focusing on helping you at least get your story out there so that people can benefit, so they can reap the benefits of healing when you do publish your book. So I want to wait for you all to get in. Hello, Devin. How are you? Hello. I hope that you are going to tell your story today. I want people on here to tell their story and in 1 minute. So I want to be able to help you identify the gold in your life story. And so I'm excited about it. I'm just going to share this. Excuse my little setup here. I'm not in my usual area. So y'all will be all right. So got my husband watching Joy, and I am so happy about that because he's so supportive of my business and my ministry. He is amazing. All right, so just trying to get the news out so that you guys can have your stories told and so you can become a published author. Let me see. I'm going to share this to my professional page, not my personal page. All right. So what I'm going to do today, I want you guys to be able to tell me your story in 1 minute. Now, no one is on right now. However, since no one's here, I'm just going to talk about the value of your story. I always tell people, you need to write a book. I don't care if you had the most perfect, simple life ever. Your story is valuable. And if you feel like your story isn't valuable, if I can't convince you that your story is valuable, which I am pretty sure that I could possibly do that. So if I can convince you that your story is valuable, I still want you to write a book. Why? Because knowledge is power. And I believe that God has given us all the ability to have life experiences and also passions and knowledge on different types of skills and different types of skills, abilities, and desires, things like that, imaginations. God has given us the ability to imagine things that aren't even on earth yet. He's given us vision. He has given, hi, Mr. Burris, good to see you. He's given us vision. He has given us authority. He's given us so much, but we must understand that our stories are not meant to be kept to ourselves. Our stories are meant to be shared. God wants us to live a life of transparency. If you cannot live a life of transparency, you will not be able to touch the lives of people. It's so good to see you here, sir. I hope that you are going to participate in this. That would be an honor. I would love for you to at least just give me at least 30 seconds of your time. Tell me your life story in 30 seconds or a minute if you're going to be here for a minute. And I want to be able to break it down into a book and highlight the value in it. Now, Mr. Burris has many books. Oh, you're driving. Okay. I'll catch you another time. But I want you guys to understand that it is through transparency that lives are changed. And so when I think about the life of Jesus, Jesus was always available. He was always open to people. And I feel like we've become a people that have been so controlled by social media and appearance and things like that to make it seem like we have everything together. But the truth of the matter is that's not true. Even if you're rich, you still may have some insecurities. Even if you travel the world and you've done many things, there are things that God wants you to reveal about yourself so that people can see that there is hope and that people can see that, hey, I'm not the only one that has gone through this. There is a way out. And so that is the reason why I do what I do, because I believe that your story matters. Your story is valuable, and God wants you to share that. And so what I have learned in my experience of writing and publishing books is that it was through my transparency that God began to reach people. And so my story was very, very interesting and wild. And I used to hide it because I was like, I don't know how church people are going to take my story. It is very raw. It doesn't sound Christian at all. Of course, right? People are like, oh, well, God saved me. Hallelujah. That's all that matters. But the truth of the matter is you have been in some dirt. Guess what? You were made from dirt. All right. We all come from the dirt and we will return to it. Hello. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. So we were made from dirt. And so if you're not willing to be messy, if you're not willing to let people know, hey, I've been in the dirt, but guess what? I rose out of my mess. So now I can turn that mess into a message. We have to get to that place where we are willing to become an open book so other people's lives can be changed and transformed. So that's why I do what I do. So I have people coming in and out. So it's making it a little hard to do the assignment today, but I'm going to continue to do this and make myself available because I want to show you guys the importance of this. And I believe in this. I truly do. And this is what I do for a living. I do this for a living. I help people write, get their life stories published. And so I'm not a publisher, but I can give you the right resources to do it. So that's what I love to do. So what an honor to have David Burris here. That was awesome. So yeah, today we have story time, and I want you guys to do hashtag the right resources and hashtag the right resources Monday. Okay, now right is spelled WRITE, because I do know that some of you guys are going to see this replay and you were probably like, man, I wish I was live so that I can get live feedback. So I want you guys to use that hashtag so that I can read at least a paragraph of your life story, so that I can break it down into a book format for you guys and show you the value that's hidden within your life story. So I want you guys to do that. If you were not on here while I was live, if you're watching the replay right now, I want you to do that hashtag, okay? The right resources and the right resources Monday. So another thing that I wanted to share, because I'm looking at my notes ahead. So another reason that that I love doing this, helping people discover the value in their life story, is because there are so many people that are feeling depressed, and they feel like their life is a mistake. They feel like their life story is just full of pain. They feel like their life story is full of drama. And they feel like it's just like, you know what, I don't even want to relive it because it was so painful. And so if we can get people to see, hey, I have an answer for you because I experienced something similar to that. I remember there was a young lady that I was somewhat mentoring, but she was in my life, and I was there for her whenever she needed me some years ago. And I was like, you know, I was very open. I believe in the power of being an open book, because God has given us testimonies. He's given us victories so that we can share our victories with other people, so they can become free from their bondages and cycles. So I shared with her my life story, and I let her know. I was like, hey, you know, this happened to me as a child. And so she said, oh my gosh, I experienced something similar. And from that, I began to open up more. And it turned out that I felt like this girl was living my life. And I said, oh my gosh, could I, like, can you imagine what life would be like if I never told her my story? And the fact that she was having suicidal thoughts, I helped somebody overcome suicidal thoughts through my transparency and being available. And so writing a book helps you to be available to transform lives. It can intercept suicide. It can intercept death. It can intercept depression. It can intercept rejection. So we have to get out of the mindset that our lives have no purpose. The Bible says in Psalm 139, 16 through 17, your eyes saw me when I was only a fetus. Every day of my life was recorded in your book before one of them had taken place. How precious are your thoughts concerning me, O God. How vast in number they are. Oh my God. What? So this lets us know. Hi, Michaela, how you doing? This lets us know. This lets us know that our days, God already numbered our days. Every single day was recorded in his book. God has a book concerning your life. Every day of your life was written out. And this is the thing. Some people may think that God caused circumstances to happen, and God caused this and that. And so sometimes we tend to blame God for circumstances, but God is not the answer to everything that happens in our lives. Every obstacle is not God. Every decision that we make is not it affects our life. Our decisions affect our lives, and if we find ourselves not abiding in God and not walking in obedience to his will and his way, and we lean on our own understanding and we don't acknowledge him, our path, we will go on a path that is crooked. We will go onto paths that were not originally ordained. And so God, yes, he did write our the story of our lives. He knows all things. He's omniscient. And so since he knows all things, our lives have been written in his book. And so the Bible lets us know that he has plans to prosper us and not to harm us, plans to give us a hope and a future. And so when we get out of the plan of God, guess what? It's already written down. He already knows what's going to happen, but he provides a way of escape. in the story, because every single day of our life was mapped out, which means that there's an ending, there's an expected ending. And so we decide at the end of the day what our ending is going to be. And so God, he knows that we were going to mess up. He knows those things, but he provided a way out. So there's a victory to expect, but we must be willing to be open, to be obedient to him, and also to share how God has delivered us. So I didn't plan to preach on this today, but it's coming out. So y'all, I got a Bible degree and I haven't been using it. So I realized that God is really holding me accountable to the degree that I have. So I'm just going to preach a little bit. So who's this one viewer? Come on, come and share your story. I really want to do this. I at least want to get one person out of the way. I know that 8 o'clock may be an inconvenience for some of you guys on a Monday, because some of y'all don't like Mondays. And y'all like, well, I just got off work. I don't feel like all that. So I understand, but you need to get on. Anyway, so Psalm 139, like I was saying. Then I found this other beautiful quote, which says, what is it? Jeremiah 1:5. Man, that thing got me. I said, oh my Jesus, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Oh, Jesus, I knew you. God knew us before he put us in the womb, before he formed us. He knew us. He knew the life that we were going to live. There is nothing that is a surprise to God. There is nothing, okay? And so what I want you to understand, I'm just going to take notes until somebody's willing to come on and tell the story. So I'm going to take some notes. Hope y'all don't mind. I'm just going to erase. I'm not going to erase this because I told y'all to do the hashtag earlier. So, yeah, I just got this, and I've been wanting one of these forever. So now I am forced to up my writing skills. So, just going. All right. So this is the thing, y'all. This looks so ugly. I'm going to just take that off. That looks so ugly. So anyway, so y'all listen. It said, listen, God, listen. Okay, so number one, we're just going to take notes. I'm just going to teach. It's story time. So listen to this. Listen to this. So number one, God, what is it? What was it? It was, actually, you know what? I'm going to read the scriptures because I want y'all to get this in y'all spirit. What is this? Psalm 139, 16 through 17. And then there is Jeremiah 1, verse 5. I just saw somebody was on here. Who's on here? Somebody, y'all just keep going in and out. So anyway, so these two lets us know that our stories are written. So our stories are written. I hope you guys can see this. Our stories are written. Hello, viewers. Hello, hello. Our stories are written, guys. Okay? Our stories are written. God has already written this. According to the scriptures, it says that God has planned out our days. Before we even formed, he knew us. He planned out our days. And although we may get off track of his plan, he does have a plan of recovery. He does have a plan of escape from the different circumstances that we experience. But this is the thing, y'all. We have to, listen, once we get on the path, listen, once we get on the path to our, unto the destination of where God wants us to be, we need to be transparent. So be transparent. By being an open book, okay? So if God has already written our stories, this lets us know that we don't have to worry. Don't worry. You can trust in him, right? He already has an expected end. but he also wants us to be transparent. And so it is time for us to open up our lives, guys. It's time. Y'all, like, why are we not sharing our stories? Why are we afraid of people judging us? If there is, listen, if you've gone through a circumstance, if you've gone through any type of trauma, what good is it for you to hide it if there is somebody else in the world that has experienced something similar to you? We are held accountable for not helping people when we know that they are in pain. And you might say, well, I know somebody that's like that. Well, guess what? You won't know until you write your book and you release it. There's going to be people that get your book, and I'm telling you, I had people in Germany about my book. I didn't even know how they found out about it. I think it was YouTube. But somebody in Germany bought my book. Somebody in Canada, somebody in the UK bought my book because they were struggling with their identity. They were struggling with their relationships. But it was because I became transparent that I was able to make change. So this is another key, but this is the highlight of tonight. So your transparency brings change. I'm so excited I got this, y'all. I've been waiting for one of these. This is God. So your transparency is bringing change to the lives of people. Okay, but this is the thing. See, then I'm gonna teach a little business here. So your transparency brings change. So when I say transparency, I mean becoming an open book. So an open book equals change. But when I say that, I mean money. And so an open book equals change, money. Okay, guys? I'm just gonna put this over here. Okay? So another reason, hi Jillian, how are you? Another reason that I tell you guys to write your stories is because it creates opportunities for you, okay? This gives you an opportunity to have a platform. This gives you an opportunity to be able to spread the gospel. This gives you an opportunity for you to make money. If you don't have money, you need to write a book. Write your life story. Some of you guys feel like you don't have a purpose. Okay, but sometimes it takes for you to actually reflect on your life by writing it out, write out your life, and then you can identify those destiny moments and those character traits that you need to work on, that God wants to heal, those places that God wants to heal, those hurts and pains and traumas. Listen, you have to deal with your life story before you can move into purpose. That's why I tell you guys, write your book. Some of you guys just need to release the things that you've gone through. Jilliam, I hope that you are on for a minute. I want you to tell me your story in a minute so I can give an example of how valuable your story is. Hello, Mama Janet. Mama Janet, good to see you. I want somebody to write their story, okay? Just give me a paragraph of your life story in a minute. Okay, I just want some simple bullet points. Simple bullet points. Hello, Avery, or something that you're passionate about. Okay, give me your life story, or give me something that angers you, something that you want to become an advocate for. Give me something, because I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to write a book. All right, and how valuable it is. Okay, so writing a book creates opportunities and also income. So when I was homeless back in 2014, I wrote my first book and published it in the midst of homelessness. Y'all, I had little money. I was going to Starbucks. I didn't have a car. Sometimes my uncle had a car, but when he wasn't around, I had to walk and carry a big computer monitor around, and I had to walk like miles so that I could get on the computer and use the internet with my broken computer with my external monitor. And so I was so determined. I was so determined to finish my book because I wanted to make a change. I wanted to be able to become an advocate for young ladies who didn't know their identities and who were settling in their love life. And I wanted to give a solution. Okay. And so writing books, the key to that is to be able to provide a solution. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to write a book that helps young women fix their love lives. they need to know what true love is. And so that's what I did. In the midst of homelessness, I had no money. It was serious, okay? Hi, Adam. How are you? How are you? So, hey, Adam, listen, I just want somebody. I want you to tell me some things that happened in your life in like 30 seconds or a minute, or something that bothers you, like something that you want to become an advocate for, something that you want to make a change in. I'm going to show you guys how valuable it is to write a book. Okay, please, just somebody. Come on, let's go. So anyway, so I did this in the midst of homelessness. Okay, and so while I was homeless, I published my book. I had people buy it online. Guess what? I started to make money. Then I had speaking engagements. Okay, now I didn't become rich because I didn't understand the marketing and everything. Was dispassionate about my career. Started a consulting business. Then heard God tell me, "Come on, Jilliam. Thank you." Okay, guys, we have our first story. Yes. Okay. Why is Jilliam's story important? Oh my gosh. Jilliam, you need to write a book. I know you have one. Jilliam has a book. Go to jilliamjoe.com. You guys can find out about that. But I'm going to show you guys why Jilliam needs to write her life story into a book. So Jilliam says she was dispassionate about her career, right? How many people can relate to that? Okay. So her target audience, Jilliam can write a book about, what is it? Career, dispassionate about a career. So she can write a book that says like a book about leaving the 9 to 5 to pursue purpose. So how many people can relate to that? People that can relate to that? People that can relate? All right, people that can relate to that would be people who hate their job. Okay. Why is that important? People, listen, I'm on my bed, so excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. All right, so, so people who hate their job. Why is this good? Because people who hate their job, they're depressed, okay? They're depressed. Number one. Number two, what? They hate their job. They're probably not making enough money, not making what they're truly worth, which provides a solution for giving value to self-esteem. Okay? So solution number one is giving value to self-esteem. Then number two, that also gets them out of depression. How do they get out of depression? By pursuing their purpose. Okay? Just that simple. Look at the solution that could, I'm telling you, Jillian, look at the solution. Excuse my messy writing. But look at the solution, because I didn't even go over everything. Then I heard God tell me to move to a different state. Okay, and then another thing is, what happens? There's another topic that you can talk about. What happens when God tells you to step out on faith because he told you to move? This is the topic in your book, moving. Then we have, I hate my job. So what happens when God tells you to step out on faith? This helps out with people who don't know God's, or I guess who don't know God's direction, because I can totally relate to that. But listen, so there's a lot of people that are experiencing God telling them to move, but what happened? You said, so you did, and you came into your purpose. So you came into your purpose by moving, and you also pursued your business, because now you have a business. And as you pursued your business, you pursued your purpose, then you can transform lives. So you were able to transform lives. because you left your 9 to 5. How awesome is that? It's just that simple. But imagine, do you understand, Jillian? I hope that Jillian is still on here. Jillian, I hope you're still on here, boo. Hope you're still, yes, she's still here. So, the blanket totally fell off. I was trying to do like this nice little background so we can obviously forget that. But anyway, listen, we need to understand that our life story, our experiences are meant to bless people. Jillian's story, she simply said that she did not like she was dispassionate about her career. How many of you guys have hated your career before? How many of you guys have been depressed because you hated your job? How many people have not been making the money that they're worth? How many people can do that? Okay? How many people can relate to that? So Jillian experienced this. Then she heard God tell her to move, which is a very, very scary situation, because sometimes we don't know what's next, which is something that can be related upon, and you can tell people, what does it mean to follow God's direction? What do you do when God tells you to move? Do you move immediately? Am I supposed to have a savings, or do I just move? You can talk about all of that. What happens when God shakes everything? And she made more money after that. So boom, Jillian, you can also tell them about how you made more money after you left your job, and how you don't have to be afraid to move when God tells you to move. You don't have to be afraid to pursue your purpose, because at the end of the day, you started making more money and you started to impact lives. Boom! Write your book, Jillian. Who's next? I'm sweating up in here, y'all. I'm passionate about this, y'all. I'm telling you. Maybe I should just take this thing off of here. I was trying to be all cute because I don't have my office setup is downstairs, but my husband is with my daughter, and so I tried to do a blanket. It's a little bootleg, but I'm still doing great things. So anyway, anyways, guys, listen. Jillian's leaving the 9 to 5 to pursue her purpose. Okay, Dr. Joy, she did this. This is her story. This is her story, guys. And this is also my life story. But mine was a little different. That's not my life story, but it was a very big season of my life. I was making some good money, making really good money. I was single. I was making really good money, and God told me to step off the job. I said, oh, Jesus, and I just got married. It was crazy. Let me stop sweating. This passion is bringing... I just feel so bootleg with this thing right here. I'm just going to put it like this so it can look like it's something. But anyway, God told me to leave my job. And so he told me it would take more faith for me to stay at the job than it would if I left. And so I said I would rather leave so I don't have to deal with no other tests and no other circumstances. So I left my job, and after I left my job, I began to have more life experiences that made me more relatable. And on top of that, I was able to write another book. I started this business, and I've been able to impact more lives when I came out of my job. So mine's a little different. Going back to school for different profession after retirement. Oh, come on, Miss Janet. All right, Miss Janet's next. Hi, Lavelle. How are you, Miss Janet? Miss Janet Lake. Her story is she's going back to school now. Miss Janet is a senior. Miss Janet is a senior who is going back to school after retirement. Okay? Why is her story important? Why? Because there are people, well, first off, you can talk about why. You can talk about why. Why did you go back to school? Why are you going back to school? That's a personal thing for you. You could talk about why, but your why makes you relatable. If it was a financial circumstance, you can put that. Financial. Then there's also seniors out there who are scared. There are seniors who are scared of going back to school, which makes you relatable. Sorry, my arrow is all messed up. Seniors are scared to go back. That's another reason why you need to write your book, because you are actually doing that. You got your degree, so you can let them know it's possible, which is providing hope to the senior citizens that you can relate to. Okay. Also, you can even talk about retirement. You can talk about retirement because, listen, I believe that you can impact seniors in a very unique way. Why? Because you can reach the seniors who are going back to school for financial hardship or who just want to have more excitement in life, seniors that want to do business or something of that nature. They actually want to pursue something. And so the reason that this is unique is because you can let them know what retire like that. I guess the message can be retired. You're never really retired. You're never really retired. But also, what do you get out of going back to school? What do you get back from that? Hey Nate, how are you? So you can encourage senior citizens to go back to school, and they don't have to be scared. Seniors who are scared to go back, it's possible. You don't have to be afraid to go back to school because I accomplished it. You know how many seniors are afraid to go back to school? You know how many seniors who have spent all of their retirement and now they feel depressed? They don't want to go back to work. So now they're trying to, do student loans. You can talk about the process of how to get back into school, which will help a lot of senior citizens get back into school. There's so many things that you can do. Teach them about financial aid. Teach them about paying off loans. Talk about your personal experiences. When you talk about your personal experiences, it makes you relatable. But if you also have a solution, help them out. Tell them how they can study for tests. Tell them how to take notes. Tell them what helped you out. If they're not good note takers as senior citizens, what's a good way to take notes in college as a senior citizen? What were some methods? How did you succeed as a senior in going back to school? So I think that that's a really good plan for you. So this is why Ms. Janet, I'm going to put the ultimatum here. Ms. Janet Lake, excuse me, needs or can, because I ain't gonna say needs to, because I ain't gonna enforce it on you, can write a book to help senior citizens succeed in college after retiring. Boom shakalaka. So we got Ms. Janet's book out the way. Based off of the information that she gave, Ms. Janet Lake can write a book to help senior citizens succeed in college after retiring, so they don't feel depressed, so they don't feel hopeless. It is possible. They can succeed. Boom shakalaka. And you can give tips, advice, and most of all, experience. Your experiences. Excuse my handwriting. I'm still going to do what I do best. Experiences, tips, and advice, Miss Janet. Go for it! Go for it. Go for it. Miss Janet, how does that make you feel? Do you feel like that's something that you could do? Do you think that senior citizens would benefit from that, Miss Janet? Do you think that you can change lives with that? Let me know. And if not, we're going to make another plan for you. We're going to get that book out. All right, who's next? I'm going to do one more. I want to do one more. Tell me your story in about, I 5 sentences. 3 to 5 sentences. Tell me your story in about 3 to 5 sentences, and I will tell you how your life can impact the lives of many people and why you need to make it a published book, okay? This is how I should have had the setup earlier, but it's all right. I still feel great. Who is on here? I love Miss Janet. I love Miss Janet. I love Miss Janet. Miss Janet is amazing. Hi, Mona. How are you? Somebody, come on, let's do it. Hashtag it. I want to see what's up. Hashtag the right resources. Monday. Excuse my handwriting. I'm stretching. All right, I want one more, y'all. One more. I want one more person. I want to do another. I want you guys. Hi, Erica. I want you guys to write your book. Okay, it's story time. Become an open book. Let's change some lives. Okay, we're going to get your book published next year, 2018. Okay. Not to mention, I have registration open for my group coaching experience. Write and publish your book from start to finish. I teach you how to write your book and the process of how to publish it. I give you all the resources that I know to publish your book on a budget, okay? I teach you how to get your book cover designed under $25. I teach you how to do it yourself. I teach you how to copyright your book, how to get your book registered, how to get it edited, all of that, okay? How to overcome writer's block is all in this course, and it starts January 1st. Hello, Dre. I want somebody to tell me their story. Come on. Just write it down. Just give me a paragraph of your life story. I'm going to show you the gold that is hidden within your story. Your life is not a mistake. God planned out your life, and he has a great ending for it. So your book, your story, your life story is a book. All right? We're going to create some opportunities. We're going to make some change, and we're going to make some income. So let's go. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? So it is almost 9 o'clock. It's 8:44. I want one more. Please, y'all. This is so fun. I'm enjoying this. Hi, Natasha. How you doing? I want to know your story in, what is it? 3 to 5 sentences? 3 to 5 sentences. Come on, somebody. Put it on. And if you don't want to share your story, tell me something that you're passionate about, something that you want to make a change in. Tell me, how you doing, Natasha? Listen, tell me something like something that you see in the world that you want to see change. And that you're willing to make a change, and that you're willing to do the work to make a change in it. So I want you guys to do that, or tell me your life story in 30 seconds to a minute. But I want you guys to type it because I wanted to be able to put people in here, but this is not on the phone. So I want somebody to come on in. Y'all, I love doing this. I have published how many works? I've been a part of 12 projects, okay? And this year, I helped a few people publish their books. Oh my gosh. Asia Thomas, I published her book called I Still Believe. And I also published LaShanika Franklin's book, God Makes Beautiful Things. My grandmother's coming out with her book this month. Boom. She's been wanting to write a book for over 20 years. But I gave her the formula so that she could write her book. She finished it like in less than 2 months. And now her book is coming out this month. Y'all, come on. I'm here to help y'all birth your books, okay? Let's be open so we can change some lives. So let's see. Any questions? Does anybody have any questions about the whole, why your story is important, or about what I do? And if you have a question about the From Start to Finish group coaching course that I have coming up January 1st, you guys can ask me that as well. And I can also put the link in the comments. Y'all, I'm just so excited. I just see how big 2018 is going to be. I'm convinced. I'm so convinced, and I want to be able to help everybody write and publish their books next year. Okay, insecure, traditional college dropout, turned confident, serial entrepreneur. So I decided to build a school for women who decide the traditional path isn't their path, providing the traditional path isn't their path, providing tools to build their confidence to go their own way. Let's go. All right, so why does Natasha need to write a book? All right, Natasha Edwards. This is going to be my last one. All right, Natasha Edwards said that she was an insecure college dropout. Okay? So who is she going to be able to reach? Let's see. Her reach will be insecure young women. So she's going to be able to reach insecure young women and college dropouts. These are the people that need to be impacted, Natasha. So, until you write your story, these type of people are waiting on you to write your book, to be transparent. But this is the thing. Natasha, this is what she can do with her book. She said that she turned confident. So, the solution, she's going to be teaching I guess not even young, because I feel like, well, that would be her niche. So she can teach insecure young women, I'm just going to put this, young women, how to become confident. But she can also teach, what is it? To build a school. So, entrepreneur. So, she can also have a message of, what is it, about college and how let me see. Sorry. Let me unplug this thing. This thing is hot. All right. This laptop is hot. Okay, so Natasha can teach insecure young women how to become confident. So these are the type of people that she can reach. But also, she can also write a book on how to become a successful entrepreneur. I think I probably spelled that wrong. Without a college degree. You know how many people feel unsuccessful, Natasha? Do you know how many people feel insecure? Do you know how many people are college dropouts and they just, listen, there are so many lives attached to this, Natasha. There are lives that love what you're doing. Thank you, Dre. Listen, there are lives that are attached to your story. People need to know that they don't have to complete college. I mean, not saying that you're an advocate for people not, completing college, but that there is still hope that you can still be successful as an entrepreneur without the college degree. You can still be confident, even though you may have started out insecure. You could teach them how to not be insecure. You could teach them how you built your life. You could teach them how you built your business. But also, you could teach them that their security is not in their business, because it all goes back to the inside. It all goes back to however you built your security, which I'm pretty sure it was God. God totally changed your life. You can talk about that. You can teach them how to build yourself up after, the insecurity. You can also talk about what caused the insecurity in your life and how they can identify the root of their insecurity, how to uproot those insecurities, how to become whole, and then that will also lead them to the Lord, just saying. So, right. So this is why your book is needed. These insecure young women are waiting on you. These college dropouts are waiting on you to give them hope to give them a guide. I'm pretty sure you're going to give them a blueprint. Come on. I'm pretty sure you can give them the blueprint to, come on, hope, come on, to success and confidence. Come on now. Or, hold on, I'm going to give you a title. Hold on, the blueprint to the, what is it? The serial entrepreneur. You can do something like that. The blueprint to success and confidence. Or the confident, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. But then let's talk about, listen, Natasha's a businesswoman. I'm pretty sure she already got this down. But I'm going to teach it to you guys. Listen, when you have a book, you can teach these things into courses. Do you understand how many people Natasha can mentor by teaching them about entrepreneurship without a degree? And then she can also build their confidence in her mentorship program. She can make workbooks. She can have, she can have workbooks. She can do DVDs. She can have, counseling sessions, one-on-one sessions, group coaching sessions, deliverance. Come on. A book pulls out opportunities to change lives. Let's go for it. Your life story is meant to be told. But if we keep hiding it, if we don't tell about our insecurities, if we don't talk about how we hated our jobs and how we left, if we always act like, oh, well, I didn't finish my college degree, so whatever. Listen, no, let's find a solution. Let's build. This is not a bra, by the way. This is an undershirt. Let's build. Let's build these people. Lives are waiting on us. Come on. Thank you, Natasha. Let's build. There are opportunities with this book. Come on. Whew, I'm sweating. This is good, y'all. This is good. So Natasha's going to be able to give a blueprint to insecure young women, teaching them how to be confident and successful without a college degree. Bestseller. Let's go. Let's go, bestseller. Build her. She can build her own college. Bump a college degree, she said. Not Natasha. She can be a boss without the degree. But hey, listen, she may not have got her paper, but she making her paper. Make paper without your paper. Y'all, I like puns. Listen, I like lame jokes. You just gotta deal with it. She making her paper without that paper, but it's cool. And listen, you can talk about how people don't have to resort to stripping. Y'all, I know this is I'm getting into the deep stuff, but listen, there are young women who go to stripping and they do pornography to pay for their bills. You could talk about how, how to, build and not go on that path. You could talk about avoiding a whole bunch of mess. Let's go. There's so much, y'all. I really believe in that because I've seen it happen. I've seen people do things against moral values. You can talk about building moral values, your value as a woman. Y'all, what's up? Thank you, Mama Janet. Hi, Sheena. I see that some people are on here. Rashida. Hello. DJ Super's wife. Miss Super. Irma Garay. Tanisha Sands. Y'all, I've reached my time. It is 8:56. But look at all this good stuff. Okay, Sheena. Okay, you're going to do it to me. All right, Sheena. Sheena, do you want me to do yours? Hey! Oh, she still have a paper. The traditional way. Hey, you avoided it. Okay. Listen, Natasha became successful without the traditional way. Amen. All right, Sheena. You're going to be my last one, I think. Okay, I got 4 minutes, Sheena. Type it out. Give me your story. And I want you guys to also go on my website, therightresources.com. That's WRITE resources.com. Subscribe to my mailing list so I can keep in contact with you guys, give you tips on how to write your book, give you the right resources so you can publish your book on a budget. And also we can do a little one-on-one consultation. So, therightresources.com. All right. Listen, y'all, I have products on my website. So you guys can overcome writer's block. I have products on my website to teach you how to keep your audience engaged when it comes to writing your book. I've had people that didn't read books for years, yet when they read, yes, come on. Thank you, woman of God. Natasha rocks. I'm definitely going to start doing this every Monday. This is my Monday thing now. It's longer than the time you have. I'll spare you this time. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Or, Sheena, this is the thing. Listen, you can book one of those sessions on my website. I have that discovering the value of your life story session. You can schedule that appointment on my website. I would love to talk to you and let you see the value in your story and, you know, lead you on the right path to publish it. So, yeah, let's talk, Sheena. What was I going to say? So yeah, it's probably 9 o'clock. It's 8:58. So I have products on my site. It's teaching you how to overcome writer's block. I have, yeah. So I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah. So there's this one person that was reading one of my books. She said that she didn't read a book since high school. Okay. She read my book, Are You Even Ready? She said that she read that book in 2 days, and she said, like, she doesn't even like reading, but she loved reading it. And so I know that there's a certain way to write to keep people engaged. So I created an ebook to teach you how to keep them engaged, how to, you know, engage your audience, how to keep them interested in what you say, and how to have great introductions, transitions, and all of that. And then after she read my book, it's called Are You Even Ready? She ended up getting married. So my book was to help women get prepared for marriage and really evaluate if they were ready for marriage. And so not too soon after reading my book, her fiance, well, her husband now, the guy proposed to her, and she became engaged and got married after reading my book. So I think that's really cool. So, all right, y'all, it's 9 o'clock, and it is now my time to head off. You guys can tune in next Monday, where I'll be doing this again. It'll be story time. I want you guys to do hashtag the right resources Monday. If you guys want me to do your story onto the board, put your story onto the board and show you why it's valuable and the hidden treasures, the gold, the hidden gold in your story. So visit therightresources.com, please. I have registration open for Write and Publish Your Book from start to finish, so you guys can publish your book in 2018. It's a 1 month group coaching course to teach you how to write and publish your book. Listen, from start to finish on a budget, y'all. Listen, I wrote and published my first book. How much was it? Well, I ended up doing the copyright, so it was $20. I think I wrote and published my first book on $37. But if I didn't do the copyright, I could have done it all free. And I'm teaching you guys how to do that. Master your Monday by maximizing your story. Hey, 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 hey. Come on, Natasha. Y'all. Natasha Edwards. She's a bomb businesswoman, y'all. If y'all need if y'all need somebody to teach you about entrepreneurship, Natasha Edwards, go talk to her. Go talk to her. That woman right there, she got some strategies and blueprints to just take your business brand to the next level. So talk to her. She's great. She's great. I can vouch to that. But listen, y'all, it's time to write and publish your book. You got lives to change. You got lives to change. You can't say, Lord, send me to the nations, but I ain't gonna write my book. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Maybe the way you're gonna get to the nations is by writing your book. I had somebody in Germany, in the UK, reading my book. I was like, oh my gosh, to the nations I go, to the nations, to the nations. So, all right, y'all, it's past my time. I'm gonna go spend time with my family because my family is important to me. I love you guys. Go to therightresources.com. Do Hashtag the right resources Monday. And I'll see you guys next Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you guys later. Bye.